if you really want to stop living your dreams and having a smile on your face and maybe doing something you love every day, oh my gosh, that's up to you. I'm not the one that's gonna stop you. Oh, how I love my crystals. Last meditation I did, I went to the beach, and part of my meditation was letting go and giving the natural resources back to the earth. So I chucked my amethyst chunk into the ocean, and then I drew a heart in the sand and a peace sign within the heart. That is how I healed my world. How did you heal your world? The world has been in a state of disconnection recently, but within that disconnection lies the most genuine form of connection. I am literally conquering a life dream of mine, which is to be revealed soon. And, you know, it's something I've always wanted to do, and now I'm doing it, and everything's becoming so real. But I'm like so excited at the same time. And you'll see what I'm talking about soon. Let's just say I'm getting closer to nature and what genuinely matters, finally. But the wait and the patience has been part of the process, and it's made me into who I am today. I'm very grateful, so thank you, universe. Thank you a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna stop trying to balance my crystals now. To those that I have helped and planted the seeds with, this is a prime example in everything I'm doing in my life. This is a prime example of manifestation and pouring action into your intentions. And manifestation, that word can kind of confuse people. And how I kind of find it is manifestation is literally visualizing your goal, your dream, wherever you want to get to. And whatever that is, manifestation is first the intention, the thought of you getting yourself there and visualizing it. And then, guess what you do next? You pour action into the manifestation, and you get yourself to that goal and that dream. That's maybe the simplest way to explain it, is you visualize your intention and you put the action into where you're trying to go, and you do it. And it comes into your life like you've asked for it, because you did. That's as simple as that. And that's the seed I am planting in people, is you guys are literally all infinite and powerful, and you can have absolutely anything you want in life. Who said you can't? Who said you can't go to your dream destination? Who said you can't fly? Who says you can't let go? Like, come on. I'm not forcing you to do anything. Don't get me wrong. I'm never gonna force you into my way of believing, my truth. And it's simply up to you what you take from this. I'm just here to plant the seeds. I just work here on this planet we call Earth. And I help guide people in that direction, but I don't tell them what path to go on. So that's made my journey quite interesting, because you obviously get people who seem like invested in it or interested, and then something turns around on them and they're like, hey, I didn't manifest this. Sorry, but yes, you did. And you know what manifested that? For your outcome to not turn out good, how you planned, is the doubt that you had within yourself. That percentage in the back of your mind that kept turning and turning and turning, saying that you couldn't make it or you couldn't do something, that intention self-sabotages you. And it's literally as simple as not only trusting your intuition, but believing in yourself. And those two go hand in hand. Because once you trust your intuition, you obviously believe in yourself. It's that simple. I don't know why people try to make it so complicated, but I do, because a lot of people have made life complicated when it doesn't need to be. And we hold the answers within us. In my opinion, and it is my opinion, it's silly to look outward when you have yet to look inward. I feel like the only time you should look outward for something is when you are really having a hard time trusting your intuition and listening to your thoughts. Your emotional thoughts, not your ego thoughts, your emotional thoughts. And these emotional thoughts tie into each other. Listen to your intuition and your emotional heart. That is what will lead you into loving yourself, accepting yourself, understanding yourself, allowing yourself to manifest your dreams, allowing yourself to let go and heal and soar high above the clouds once you fly. Again, who told you you can't fly? I expect a good answer. Because I am determined we can all fly. And maybe not in the sense that you're thinking we can fly, like a superhero. We can't do that yet. Not as humans. Not yet. But I feel like it's coming too. But I mean fly in the sense of drop it and free yourself. Unlatch the shackles that have been around your ankles and wrists your whole life. Let the ball chain go. Sink down all the way into the deep, unexplored ocean. Leave it. Forget it. Let it drown. Okay, now it's metal. It can't drown. So it's forever alive. Don't forget that. It's forever alive. But it's up to you to keep that weight drowned. And to learn how to work through the different vibrations, to learn how to pull yourself out of a lower vibration or a negative state into a higher vibration where you serve your highest potential and purpose, and you help and love and understand others and yourself. It's up to you to let that weight not affect you, because you can pull it off. Trust me, you can pull the shackles off your ankles and your wrists. But again, even if it sinks to the lowest level, you really put in the work. If you are wanting to genuinely let that go, you can't just say, I'm letting that go. It's gone. No longer worry about it. No longer my life. No, it's not that easy. I can't even say that's easy. Not even a spiritual guru could say that's easy, because they know the inner work that takes to let something go and to change. Most of you who know me, who knew me in real life, knows that ever since I started my awakening and my process of becoming more who I am and serving my highest soul's purpose, which is healing and loving and helping and sharing, understanding, you know that I'm no longer that person I used to be last year, the beginning of this year. No longer the same person. I can even say I'm no longer the same person from 6 months ago. When you start this process of awakening, it's not something that happens overnight, of course. It's why I call it a process. It's a process of allowing yourself to strip all of the armor off and to allow yourself to become vulnerable so that you can feel the energies around you. You can feel the emotion that people feed you when they talk to you or when they talk about you. You can feel all of that. And you then become very, very empathetic. And those emotions and those feelings and those actions become a lot stronger. And I'm empathetic, definitely. And not saying it's been easy, because I wouldn't say my past was easy, but it's not the fact of if it was easy or hard. It is what it is. I'm not going to complain about it. I am grateful for everything that has happened to me. Gratitude gets you a very long way, much further than animosity, fear, selfishness. Gratitude and love is the way of this new earth. And I want to help you all recognize that. Because once you do, you become even more part of this process, which we like to call New Earth. And New Earth is all about love and unity and understanding. And fear and depression and selfishness and greed. It's about the yin and the yang. It's not all sunshines and rainbows, happy butterfly times. It's yin and yang and learning to work with the bad to make it into good, but understand at the same time that bad light can't be seen without darkness. I feel like that's the simplest quote in the world that explains all of your struggles, your past struggles, pain, fear. You wouldn't have been able to grow into who you are today and be proud of who you are today and be in a position of where you are today if it wasn't for all the darkness and for all the pain this shit put you through. Because not one happy person will just say their life has never had one single problem. They've never been sad, they've never been depressed, they've never been fearful. It doesn't matter how happy you are. It's there. And it's something we have to be grateful for. We have to. Well, you don't have to do anything, but it's your decision whether you want to go into a lower vibrational New Earth or a higher vibrational New Earth. This is where the dimensions are now splitting into two. You can either stay in 5G consciousness, or you can rise up into 5th dimension state of consciousness. What would you choose? What would you rather want? You want to be surrounded by all the 5G wireless towers, the addictive network, the fear, politics, viruses, greed, segregation, disunity, unloyalty, lies, control, or learn and grow and expand. That's what it's all about. Expand. Expand. Expand your heart, your feelings, your passions, your hobbies, your love, inspiration, goals. Live your dreams. People think the future consists of major electric buildings, flying cars, flying trains, flying skateboards. No. Only superheroes that are going to exist only, I guess you consider them realistic, futuristic ideals that are going to exist is you. You're the future that is going to exist. But remember, there is no future. And for all we know, we could have all been dreaming a past. So what does that leave us with? Ask yourself. Ask yourself, what does that leave us with? Use your intuition. Work with your heart. Manifest your dreams. Pour intention to them. Believe in yourself. Trust your intuition. Work with your intuition. / gut. Same thing. And allow yourself to open up. Allow the information to just flow. Visit back home if you want. Connect with your astral family. Okay, I know that got a little esoteric for some of you, but depending on what you believe in, it's real. And you'll begin to realize that everything is energy. I'm energy. I'm literally something that is moving so fast that we can't even grasp. That's why everything is still. Because we are vibration. And the higher our vibration rises, can you imagine what happens? Can you imagine what happens? Think of a plant. Think of this planet as a plant. And think of what happens when the vibration raises within a plant. Now, I'm sorry. I may have just blown your mind, because now it seems we've all been dead this whole time and we're about to bloom into a beautiful blossom of a rose. Either that or we've all been dreaming. Which, I love this dream. I love my life. I'm so grateful for absolutely everything. And I hope you are too, because it's no life to live in regret. Not at all. Once you allow the gratitude to seep into your veins and into your heart, and take reign of your emotional heart, you allow openness. Once it happens, there's no closing that door. Unless you really want to stay down in 5G. Unless you really want to hold yourself back from being happy and living your dreams. I mean, it's just that simple. If you really want to stop living your dreams and having a smile on your face and maybe doing something you love every day, oh my gosh. That's up to you. I'm not the one that's going to stop you. You're going to make your own damn decisions. And I'm going to make my decisions, which I am. And I'm very happy and very excited. And my life is headed in a very free, outgoing, spontaneous, adventurous, loving journey. I don't know if that was a correct sentence, but I don't care. I'm happy. And yeah, I can't even begin to express how much I have changed in 6 months. Maybe even 3 months. That's literally what this process is like once you allow yourself to be open and just like let go. Literally crazy. And it's the simplest thing ever. But why do we hold ourselves back from it? You may ask yourself. Because it's also very simple to watch the news. To look at your new Instagram feed. Look at who snapped you back on Snapchat. It's so very simple. And that's where it gets lost. That's where energy goes to die and form into a lower energy. Because those are platforms created by media. And once you allow your mind to think about that a little bit and how they're literally trying to run the world right now and everything on the news and the new 5G towers, have you acknowledged that you are more addicted to your phone recently? More addicted to your notifications, what's popping up in your feed? 5G is addictive. 5D, fifth dimensional state of consciousness, is where I'd rather much be. Think about it. I'm just here to plant the seed. I'm not going to make the decision for you. You have to do it. But if you really listen to what I'm trying to tell you, then I feel like you could guide yourself in that direction. And it's not very hard. Not hard at all. Because once you get to that point where you're past where you and it is a very strenuous process, but once you get past the process of healing through your deepest traumas, whether you seek that healing within first, or you attend yoga or some type of healing or whatever it may be, that's the process that begins to open all of the doors. And it may seem so hard and depressing, and you may cry yourself to sleep at night. That's all part of the process. Sometimes, and this literally just came to me, sometimes in the well, the water gets a little murky and mossy and stale. So what do we have to do? Drain the well, allow ourselves to feel emotions, cry it out, be emotional. Don't need it anymore, let it go, cry it out. Bye, water. Then, once you allow yourself to feel, it's that simple, just allow yourself to feel and acknowledge every emotion, whether it's happy, crying, sad, depressed, in bed for 3 days watching Netflix. And I still have those days, don't get me wrong. I feel like We all do, because it's a process. That's something I'm winging off of as well, because as a millennial, I've been raised within this generation that has been very involved in social media and apps and stuff. But I was strong enough to pull myself out of that. I deleted Instagram months ago. Snapchat months ago. I'd say almost a year. And I really have only had Facebook and Messenger. And I've connected with some of my best friends during that time frame because I allowed myself to be open and be emotional, and that then allowed myself to be myself, and oh my god, yeah, I'm in my body now. It's so worth it. It's so worth it. Because I don't know about you, but if you have gone through this stage yet, process, whatever you want to call it, I do not even voice that I have regretted anything anymore. I rarely complain. I rarely am dissatisfied. I'm open to what it is. I'm open to the state of being everything is as it is. And I feel it's only getting stronger. The stronger my dreams are growing and manifesting. And pardon me if I'm talking about it all like it's so easy for me. Oh, I must have not struggled at all. I must have always been this way and was very optimistic and happy. I'd say the last 18 years of my life, before I was Hunter, I struggled. I had a lot of pain, a lot of trauma between friends, families, lovers, and I'm not saying to you guys that it's an easy process, because it's not. You begin to dive down to the deepest depths to find that light, to find just that speck of light. But just that speck of light lights up the whole damn thing. All of a sudden, it's not dark. All of a sudden, you're able to work through it, and whether it's someone you left and lost contact with and ended on bad terms, whether it's friends, family, lover, it's up to you, probably, if you make that window of contact again, the window of specific time, because if they are a lower vibrational energy for you to deal with, then boundaries are also very helpful. And that's what I'm learning, is still being my empathetic self. I'm learning boundaries and saying no and preserving my energy for my healing. And that is where selfishness is okay, but it's not selfish. I really don't like calling it that word, but I'm only doing it for your understanding. It's when you take a moment to heal yourself and to recollect and to to really acknowledge all that you've been through and all that you are going through, and just kind of collecting who you are again and your energy, and forming yourself more into a safe sanctuary in your mind and in your heart. But for some, you'd call it selfish. And that if you want to, then go for it. I'm not going to stop you again. I'm just here to plant the seed, but nonetheless, I repeat myself, is very worth doing the shadow work. And by shadow work, I mean having those off days and really, really embracing them. If you want to fucking cry, cry. If you want to lay in bed all day, guess what you do? You lay in bed all day. One thing I wouldn't suggest when laying in bed all day is surrounding yourself with the lower vibrational media, because that is something that will not allow you to feel your emotions. If you want to heal through something and be present within your emotions, then quite frankly, you should do it on your own without the help of media and TV and all the crap that's going around on the news now. Nope. Not good. Just acknowledge that media is not your emotions. And if you feel a moment where you want to cry, let go, get through it, then do it. Do it, and you'll prove to yourself. And that's the only person you ever have to prove to. Because if your mind, if your ego is not telling you something is good enough or you're not good enough, then I apologize for you constantly beating yourself up and having to always look up towards this ego. That ego is not you. Nope. Nope. It's not you. At the same time, I do understand that ego is very relevant to, well, I will say, ego has been very relevant to human existence. We all have an ego, we all have a mind, we all have that percentage in the back of our head turning and gearing and doubting and allowing fear to flow naturally when that's literally not our normal vibration. Never has been, never will. But I will say, and I don't want to force you to do anything at all, ever. But times are about to get tough. Really though, you think this year has been bad? You got another thing coming. It's about to get really tough. And all the empathetic beings feel that as well. And we're all empathetic beings. But to the ones who are unconscious, they aren't aware of those empathetic feelings being true. What's about to happen is going to shift this whole entire planet as we know it. And all I can say is wake up. Wake up sooner rather than later, because they're going to make it harder and harder and harder and harder for people to become themselves and to think their own thoughts, to act their own actions. And it's going to be a lot harder for you to unshackle the chains on your ankles and wrists and allow them to sink on your own free will. Do your own research and such a broad topic, I don't even know where to begin with that, but literally do your own research and guard yourself. Preserve your energy. Do not feed into the fear, the media, the shit that's going on. Do not feed into it. Observe it. Keep an eye on it. But don't feed into it. They want you to. And they are aware of this higher agenda. And so start being your most genuine soul's self. Allow your soul to reclaim the purpose on why you're here and why you have the bodysuit that you do. Allow yourself love, to be confident, to understand, to share, to help, to heal, to unify as one, because we're all one in consciousness. And I want to ask you genuinely, what do you feel? What kind of emotions do you feel at night? Do you feel like you accomplished a lot in the day? Do you feel dissatisfied? Do you feel confident? Do you just feel like you want to sleep through the next 8 hours really quick so you can get to the next day? That is completely unpromised. Ask yourself those things and you'll figure out your answers. And then observe your answers. Observe them really closely. And that is when the process will begin. Because you'll come to realize that maybe you've not genuinely been yourself all your life for a very long time, for a period of time. And now is the time more than ever to wake up, because by you waking up, that is the only superhero in the world. You are all superheroes. I'm a superhero. As one, as collective consciousness, we are all superheroes. There's a lot of things for you to think about tonight and tomorrow, this afternoon, evening, morning, whatever time you're watching this. There's a lot of things to think about. And I tried to make it as relatable and practical as I could because I'm really trying to spread the message. And I'm really trying to plant 10 seeds at the same time on a 100-acre lot. Whew, do you know how hard and strenuous that work is? I might as well call myself a farm daddy. Oh God, I can't believe I did that. I simply exist because of you. I am a reflection of yourself. I am the piece of your soul that has connected to you. As simple as that. Nothing is a coincidence. But for right now, question everything. Ask why. Even if people claim things, ask why. And you'll find their answer. My reason as to why is absolutely nothing. Because that answer is for you to find out within yourself. Because remember, I'm just a reflection of you. This world is a reflection of you. It's your decisions, it's your choices. And are you happy with yourself or do you love yourself? Because that is going to totally determine how you see your world that you have created. If you love yourself, you love your world. Your world is light. You manifest instantly, of course, with action poured into it. If you look down on yourself, if you... Gosh, there are a lot of things. If you don't accept yourself, don't understand, then that's the world you're heading into, and I want you to pay close attention to what is coming to you. Because that's how you're treating yourself. If you genuinely understand and love yourself, then you are perfectly capable to see the life you've always wanted in the love's lens. And I believe in you because I am you. We've not connected at this moment in time as a coincidence, because I'm here just as another person sitting at a desk with a light above my head. No, I don't do this often anymore because I'm very to myself and with my own energy. And I'm sure that's understandable to most. But to some, they may not get it because they're absorbed with the media energy that is being stolen away from them. But I'm not, because I realize that it's been stolen away from me and I'm fucking claiming it back as mine. Because I'm the creator of that energy. I manifest my dreams. I see my world in the love's lens. I give and I receive. If you treat the world with love and kindness and care and help others, what do you think you're going to receive? Exactly the same thing back. You only won't if you pour doubt into it, and if you think the worst in people. If you think, oh, I can give this person so much, or I have, or whatever, but they won't ever feel the same, or they will never do the same in return. That's what's going to stop that process. Then you will not manifest what you are wishing to receive. And you have to believe that wishes come true. What do you have to lose in believing? Okay, I believe in magic. I believe in I believe in everything. I believe in all of my thoughts. They're so beautiful and magical and open, and I mean, fuck, I'm an earth fairy. I love the earth. I love caring. I love healing. And I'm manifesting what I want into my moments to come. And right now, I have manifested being a yogi's apprentice, which I'm so very excited for and so grateful. And I've manifested the synchronicities I've been receiving in my life. And I mean, shit, it's been a lot. Even just right now, I've been seeing so many suns recently, like sun symbols and drawings, and literally right here on the desk. That's not a coincidence. Coincidences do not exist. You've been told they exist, and guess by who? Someone you've looked up to as a higher power that is actually in fact stealing your energy at this very moment and in this current world by a current situation. And it's not your parents' fault as well, because your parents have all been controlled by the system over and over again. It's a cycle they have entwined us in with a very fine thread that has seemingly entwined very, very precisely and strong into forcing people to separate and think freaking color difference is a thing. I accept the movement and everything that's happening, don't get me wrong, but I don't accept the idea of segregation within different skin colors, whether you're white, Asian, Mexican, Black. We are all human. I'm not even gonna go here because nope. That is not an energy I want to fuel into this video. I really want to stress, though, that you create your moments to come. They do not. It's you. And not your ego, but your emotional heart. Your emotional heart. Okay? So allow yourself to find sanctuary in your thoughts and observe them, and don't think everything is out against you. Be grateful. Be loving. Be respectful. Be understanding. Be yourself. For who? Can you answer that question for me? For you. Be you for you. It's as simple as that. No one else will be you. No one else will be paired with the exact same, if you want to think of it in a human perspective, DNA. No one will be paired with your same color, your same features, your same limbs. Like, you're one and only, you're special, you're beautiful, you are unique, you're you. And you should be very proud of yourself. Very, 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 very proud of yourself. Because through what all the world has tried to put on us and put against us, we have persevered and gotten through it. Doesn't that make us strong? Doesn't that make us warriors of a war of love, of self-love? Doesn't that make us champions in our heart as a collective consciousness? So the last exercise I have for you, this is your homework. The only homework that you probably will ever prefer, because this is genuine. This shit will help you in life. Do you love yourself? Do you understand what the feeling and word and notion, do you understand what that means within love? That's your homework. And please feel free to do your homework every day. Look in the mirror and talk to yourself. You're not talking to a mirror. That's simply your reflection, aka you're talking to yourself. Don't think of it so much in a two-dimensional state of mind. When you look at yourself in the mirror, don't think, oh, I'm staring at this fucking glass panel that's reflecting a human being back at me with a random image that I feel like I don't really look like, but I mean, I guess I need to be happy with this. I guess I'm stuck like this. Oh my god. No. No. That hurts you. Do not shit talk yourself in the mirror. I urge you to not. Please. Because all this that I've been talking about love and universe and energy, that will go down the drain. That will give you more struggle. That will damage your manifestations. It really will. I promise. So please look into yourself and recognize that you are not just staring at a panel that is mirrored and glass. That mirror is a blessing. blessing. Think of a world without mirrors. How could we see ourselves? How could we see what we look like? If this world did not have mirrors, we most definitely would not have cameras. And we wouldn't have telescopes. We wouldn't have microscopes. We probably wouldn't have, well, I don't know if that's the same, but we probably wouldn't have a lot of things that we have today. So we need to acknowledge mirrors as a gift to communicate with ourselves, have a conversation, to be genuinely passionate about what we see. Because literally what we see in this mirror is literally like you treating a whole other person. If you're just genuine to yourself, if you're hating on yourself, insulting yourself, you're insulting a stranger, because that emotional connection that you're having between yourself and that mirror, but the mirror is you looking back at yourself, that emotional connection is severed once you insult that reflection of yourself. Therefore, it becomes a stranger. You no longer recognize yourself. Acknowledge that. So would you rather be in communication with someone you love and are passionate about and inspired and like, oh, you look good today. I like that outfit. I love you. I am so proud of you. What would you rather have? Would you rather have a friend or an acquaintance? Maybe you're back and forth on hating yourself and loving yourself some days, which I feel most are, which isn't good, but I guess you're in the middle of the bridge at that point. Or would you rather have an enemy staring right back at you in the mirror? Which then could quite literally manifest an enemy coming through your mirror. If that's the energy you project to it, that's also very real. So those are a lot of things to acknowledge. And remember your homework assignment. Do you love yourself? Do you know what love means? And do you understand yourself and your dreams and why you think the way you do? Why you are the way you are? What you're here for? What you're genuinely passionate about, not what someone told you are passionate about and what you should be passionate about. Why are you doing what someone else told you to do when they're not even doing what they're wanting to do in the first place? So if this person that's telling you what to do without them knowing what they're doing, why are you going to allow a person that does not live to their fullest potential push you down to make you feel like you're not living your fullest potential? It's as simple as that. It's right in front of our eyes. That's awareness. I don't know what time it is, but I'm gonna go and live my manifestations that I am so proud of myself with, and I hope you are proud of yourself with as well. And I hope you are loving yourself tonight. That's the most important. So, thank you all for joining and watching, and thank yourself as well. Don't thank me. Oh, no. Thank yourself for allowing this reflection of yourself to come back to you, and for you to share with yourself this bit of information that can pull you out of a dark hole if you choose to allow yourself. to let go and heal. But within the next couple days, and definitely within the next month, keep an eye out. Make sure you're aware of what all is happening in the world. And ask yourself the more genuine questions. Why is this happening? Why is this happening now out of all of the times? Who should I really trust? And where can I go that's safe? Because that's going to be a question that is going to come up. And I can tell you all already, I am seeking my own safe sanctuary before election, because not to manifest it, but to be aware about it. Shit is about to hit the fan. I am making sure that I am loving myself and respecting myself and keeping myself safe. Of course my family's invited, but you know, I'm gonna be in a van, so but it's all up to you and how you feel about things, so I'll leave it at that. I will talk to all of you beautiful souls at a later time. Namaste.